Look at you, all powerful and smug. It's disturbingly attractive. You rise from the shadows like a true villain, and I mean that in the most flattering way. You want to know what happened in Cold Harbor? What he did to me? People think they know. They hear Daedric ritual, Molag Bal, vampire, and imagine nightmares, chains, screams, monsters. But the truth, it's quieter than that, and somehow more cruel. Yeah, that's exactly it. It wasn't physical, no chains, no screaming, no marks to show anyone. Just absence of control, of self. Because Molag Bal doesn't need to touch you. His presence alone bends the world. You breathe him in, and something inside you fractures. You're lucky you can't imagine it. They call it the rite of subjugation, like it's sacred. But it's not about power or worship. It's about annihilation. It hollows you out. You don't become a servant or a follower. You become a mirror. They call him many things. Harvester of souls, prince of schemes, father of torment. To some, those are just titles, symbols. But I know what they really mean. He doesn't take your body. He takes your soul. Strips it down until there's nothing left but obedience and silence. That's what Molag Bal is. Not a god, a prince. A devourer. It should be called the rite of unmaking. You walk in with a soul, and if you're lucky, crawl out a shadow. When I changed, I didn't bleed. I shattered. And some of those pieces are still missing. Maybe it does. Maybe surviving is its own defiance. But back then, it felt like vanishing. Like the person I was had been scraped clean, and all that was left was a shape pretending to be whole. There's nothing poetic in it, no elegance, no mythology, just stillness so deep it swallows your voice. And a cold that teaches you what it means to be truly alone. Just the echo of a choice I thought I made, and the void it left behind. Because that's the part no one talks about. The choice. The consent I thought was mine. I lived, somehow, but I left pieces of myself there. Some days, I think I'm still lost in that place. Other days, I think, maybe I'm enough. But I'll never call what he did a gift. Never again. Molag Bal didn't choose me. He tried to erase me. He doesn't own my silence or define my scars. He took and twisted, and he called it sacred. But what he made wasn't the end of me. I am not his mirror, not his legacy, not even his daughter. No matter what the title says. I carry what he tried to destroy, because he failed. Still here. Still me. Not because of him, in spite of him. You ever look at your vampire lord form and feel like it's wearing you? Because it is. That form, the wings, the talons, the monstrous shape, it isn't your triumph. It's a shadow of him. Molag Bal, a twisted echo of his will, carved into your body. A curse that pretends to be strength. A reminder, every time you transform, of the price that was paid, and who collected it. And it's a reminder that you chose it, Harkon's gift, his way of binding you to Molag Bal. That form isn't a blessing. It's a brand. Most don't. You ever hear of Lemay Bal? She was a priestess, devoted to Archay. Molag Bal took her too. But she didn't bend. She died. And came back screaming. Rage in her blood, fire in her veins. The first true vampire. They call her the mother of vampires. But she wasn't a daughter of Coldheart. Because she didn't consent. She wasn't given the choice. What she became wasn't a mirror. It was a curse. And a rebellion. A defiant flame that refused to die. A voice he couldn't silence. A will he couldn't bend. Maybe, but it didn't feel like endurance at the time. She rose with fire. I sank with trust. I wasn't dragged into the darkness. I followed it, thinking it was light. Pieces of myself left behind. Pieces I'm still clawing back. One memory, one truth, one breath I can call mine. And no one gets to twist this into some story for their comfort. Not for pity, not to inspire awe. Not to craft a legend that doesn't belong to them. This is mine. Every scar, every hollow ache he left behind. And I'll carry it. Not because I have to, but because I choose to. Thank you for not looking away. Most people chase the myth, the drama, the power, the legend. But they turn away from the quiet aftermath, from the silence that follows. From the part where you have to learn how to live with what's left. But I don't need rescuing. I just needed to speak it, to let it exist outside of me. So I could finally hear myself say, I'm still here.